day 13. We're up. It's maybe like 7 o'clock. What time is it? Yeah, 7 o'clock, right on the dot. It's 42 degrees out, and we just had to cross that river in bare feet. So you can see Double Down is still trying to see if she can get some feeling back into her toes. Mine feel like just like on fire because they're so cold. Great way to wake up in the morning. At least we have some hot coffee to pour down our throats afterwards, warm us up a little bit. All right, well, we got our shoes on. Feet are starting to warm up. However, both of us still dealing with some foot issues with blisters, as you can tell from what we just were doing last night. We have a good plan. We know once we get to Lincoln, we're gonna be able to take care of it. But we have 46 miles to go before we're there. So we have that to contend with. Today, the goal is 21 miles, 21, 22-ish, depending on how things go. But we're starting to climb. So we're gonna be, I think we have 3,400 feet of elevation gain today. Tomorrow, if we were to do another 21 or 22, which we would love, is going to be close to almost 5,500 feet of elevation gain. So we'll see how the bodies hold up, but the thought of town coming in a couple of days is definitely motivating us to do a little bit more. Hopefully we should have some good skies today. Tomorrow they're talking about maybe some thunderstorms, so we'll see how that plays out. Not much happening today so far. We've just been kind of walking through this very old burn section. See, not a whole lot up to the left. The trail's rocky, which makes it hard. Trying to keep our feet level so we don't keep irritating the blisters. So, but we're just gonna plug away.
Oh, whoopsie.
Down into a hole.
Oh.
All right, checking back in for today. It's almost 3 o'clock. We have roughly, we're hoping maybe like 6 to 7 miles to go. Might be a little bit less, just depends on what campsite we aim for. The goal was to get 21 miles in, which we should be able to. Then we're thinking maybe 23. So it'll make tomorrow just a little bit easier. These are the parts of the day that I think a lot of people just don't realize that go on out here. It becomes, they see a lot of pictures, or we always videotape the really cool stuff or the really hard stuff, and it's snippets. but there's so many hours that are just filled with just walking. So all we're doing is walking. And when you have blisters, you know, almost every step hurts. So you're trying to figure out ways to walk over rocks, walk on uneven ground without irritating your blisters and without causing any new injuries. And just trying to pass the time. So occasionally, like what Double Down's got going on right now, she's got some podcasts going. Occasionally I'll throw that in or some music. It just kind of helps get the mind off of it. So really, to be doing a through hike, I was thinking about this today, is that you have to really kind of enjoy some of this kind of suffering just a little bit, because that's what it is. It's not necessarily super enjoyable. Obviously we enjoy the challenge, and that's what brings us out here. We do enjoy the beautiful things. So just kind of wanted to leave that, just a note, so everybody kind of knows what we're kind of going through on a daily basis. Alright, well, getting toward the end of the day. We're starting our last climb up to camp. Which camp that is depends on how the legs feel. So if we get to the first one, which will put us at 21.8 miles, that's at 2.8 miles. Otherwise, if we try to go up and over the top, it's at about 4.8. We got a big climb ahead of us. Always at the end of the day when your legs are the most tired. Okay, we're an hour in the climb. We've actually busted out 2 miles. Pretty good, considering the grade for this climb is about 617 feet per mile. Which is quite a bit. It's a leg burner. So we got 0.7 for the first little climb, little reprieve down to possible camp 1, and then if we decide, we got 1 more mile up and over to get to camp 2. So we'll see what happens.
I mean,
away from glacier.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just a little more south, but I mean,
Less mountains.
The doldrums of the day. This is why we do it. When we get views like this, even though it's hard, you forget about all the doldrums and you love being out here. Yes. We made it up. What great views.
And there are even mosquitoes up here. Amazing.
What a great spot.
Amazing. Looks like we're gonna need to hang the packs, that's for sure. But look at this great spot. Right in this meadow. Snowplow. It's great. Gonna tuck in right here in these trees. We made it to camp!
Yay!
Yay! We had lots of climbing at the end, 24 miles, but we made it to this beautiful meadow with all of the mosquitoes in the land. But
Quite a
it
few
is
ticks.
beautiful. And quite a few ticks. Did you just get one too?
I got one off.
Oh, fantastic. All right, another big day tomorrow.